two seniors from the Trinity Lions basketball team. As a matter of fact, the Lions won tonight over the Vikings of Salem Baptist Christian by a score of 76-51. As a matter of fact, at halftime, they had put up 45 points, and Coach Huff told me that that was one of the first times this season that y'all had put 45 points up at halftime. I'm talking to Andrew James, who is here on my left. He is number 12, and number 24, Hansen French. Like I said, both of them are seniors. How are y'all this afternoon? Or this evening, I should say. Yeah. Well, tonight, French, you scored 26 points. James, you scored 13. Tell me, Hansen, about the ball game. It seemed like really, even though you were leading, well, at halftime you had 45 points, it still seems like it was a story of two games. In the first half of play, the first and second period, basically y'all totally dominated. But in the third and fourth period, it looked as though they got a second win and they started to make a little run there. Tell us about the ebb and flow of the game. How did you see the game going today?
Well, the second quarter was really big. Our offensive efficiency in the second quarter was a lot better than the first quarter. And we held them to 10 and we had 28 points. So that was a huge swing for us. The third quarter, we came out a little flat, and we didn't do a very good job. It really was a story, I think, of two quarters. Our fourth quarter and our second quarter were very efficient. We did a decent job in the first quarter, but our defense wasn't quite there. But to be able to put on that spurt at halftime and be able to have 45 points at half, that was really key for us. And we gotta learn and move on that. We gotta have a better start in the third quarter.
And James, I know tonight you played, both of y'all did, but you played real good on the defensive end. It seemed like it's one of those kind of games where if one thing wasn't working, if the offensive side wasn't working, then you would pick the slack up on the defensive side and cut off the passing lanes and get those rebounds. Tell us from your perspective how things went tonight.
Yes, sir. Well, one of the main things is if we're not scoring our baskets, we got to get back on defense and make stops, and that's what we did in the first quarter. So we didn't necessarily have a great start in the first quarter, but we were able to hold them for 15 points or so in the first quarter, and that was important for us. So, and then eventually our offense got moving in the second quarter. But I think one of our main mistakes was coming out in the third quarter, trying to fire up some more threes and more shots, while really we just need to get back into the flow of the game before trying to push the ball more.
Yeah, that was one of the things that I noticed. It was like we were more on the perimeter. We're trying to set things up more away from the basket than you were earlier in just the first period of play. I mean, you were banging them down low. I mean, y'all were doing a good job. They had a little bit of size down low and a little bit of quickness, but you were counteracting that by just being physical. Like I was talking to Hansen before we started doing this interview. It was a physical basketball game, very physical. I mean,
definitely.
They had 2-3 kids basically laid out, and y'all had 1 or 2 basically laid out, and it was a physical kind of game. Well, you've been here at Trinity all 4 years.
This is actually my third year.
Your third year, and for you?
This is my 5th year,
Your
actually.
5th year.
I played in 8th grade as well.
Oh, okay. So you guys are what I call lifers. You're lifers here at the school. Tell me what Trinity has meant to you, Hansen, as far as development as an athlete, because you're coming up quickly on 1,500 points, and plus you're also looking at some colleges. So tell us what Trinity has done to help enhance your game.
Trinity has really showed me the importance of teamwork. I said I've been here 3 years, but I actually was here with Andrew in 8th grade and went to a different school my freshman year. So this is my 4th year under Coach Huff.
Oh, okay.
And I've really been blessed to be under his tutelage. He really knows the game. Being around him for 4 years and these guys for 4 years has really helped me to have a chance to take the game to a different level. If you've played with the guys for a long time, you kind of know each other's weaknesses, his strengths, and so then you get to start playing the game at the mental level, because at the next level, everybody can play.
Right.
But when you start playing with guys who've been around for a while, then you are able to get your court vision, improve on that, your assists, stuff like that. That's really helped me in terms of my game, as you were talking about. It's helped me improve as a player because the team chemistry is so great that I can start focusing on the other stuff, the little things that make the difference besides just skills.
And James, how about you?
I would say the same thing. One of the main things I've learned over 4 years is how important teamwork is. For example, our freshman year, Hansen was gone. He left to Riverside, and we struggled with just getting back into the feel of the game. And Hansen, as we know, has scored 1,500 points, or coming up on that mark. Took a lot of our shots the freshman year, and I think even though that wasn't necessarily our best year, it really helped to push through that time, because we figured out how we can win and lose as a team, but necessarily we have to do it as a team.
Well, gentlemen, congratulations on your win tonight. Both of you played exceptionally well. It was a well played, but I don't know if people realize it. You know, like I said, I've been around sports for a long time, but not only was it a well played game, but it was a tough game. The score does not indicate how tough that game really was.
They were a tough team.
Yeah, they were very tough, and they were physical, and you just have to, like you say, play mentally above the fray.
Right,
definitely. So to speak. Yeah. So congratulations on that. Like I say, you guys won tonight 76-51, and congratulations. And hopefully next time we'll be able to sit down and do this again with a win.
I hear that.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you. All right.